you read the title correctly. I'm trying to come up with creative ways to play Drizzt. He's actually not doing the tanking. Guinevere is doing the tanking because Guinevere doesn't take a lot of damage from AoE, which is good because we've got Arena here, we've got Shaltar, and Guinevere, the way we have everybody set up, is going to pounce out first and tank 4 people. All the people on the right-hand side, except for Shaltar, are going to go after the Panther. Questa is going to be on him for a second, on her for a second, and then jump to the lowest HP. If the Panther dies in wave-to-wave content like this, they'll come back the next wave. So it works out really well. Here we go. We've got full defensive set on Drizzt. We're coming in here with our Usha as well to do some damage, and we've got 2 healers. Another thing with Necrosis and Frost is they don't have any good support unless you have the legendary support. Now, the way I did have to have it set up is like this, so we could get Shaltar and Questa in our big cleave for Usha. Otherwise, you know, if you don't kill those 2, you're pretty much dead. So we've got them in the cleave formation. Now we've got Usha ready to go once they have decreased defense up. Slap, and they are dead. Now we can move on to the next wave, and we're getting some stuns up from Rava in a stun set. And then we're going to put Drizzt in a stun set along with all tank stats, defense, defense, defense. I'll show you the gear in just a minute, and it actually works out even better. So if you wanted to take him in, not tank him in, if you want to take him into some content, make him really tanky and put him in a stun set for content like this where you have waves, works out pretty well. I've got him in a set right now to where he will get additional life whenever he does a basic attack. And I thought that'd be kind of smart because I have some attack substats on there. Maybe if him and the Panther are attacking the same target, they get their attack speed up really high, they get that additional attack. Maybe he'll kind of heal back the damage he's taking. Probably better to have the gear on that gives you 20% of your max HP whenever you do your ultimate, or a stun set with some accuracy substats would work out well. Now here we got to take out the jumper, right? Always take out the backline jumper. So we got to take out Shurgul. He's got that decreased defense up. He's got a frost up. Boom. He's dead too. All right, going on to the boss. Normally, I haven't even passed this before. This is Necrosis 5. Normally, I'd bring in a team that has decreased attack because there's no way to take down this boss at the end without decreased attack because it throws in that big summons, which just blasts my whole entire team. I can't survive. And you see me micromanaging everything, right? I've got to have my skills ready to go every wave because you got to take out those backline jumpers. You got to get through here as quickly as possible. It's like, you know, the best defense is a good offense. We're going in there and we're taking them out before they take us out. And you got to be ready for this next wave. So I slow play this. Now I've got all my skills ready to take both them out. I got to get them out quickly because I've been here probably 7 other times in 7 different fights trying to beat this, going through the waves every time, the same, easy. But getting here to the boss, taking out these guys fast enough that the boss doesn't just take out my whole team is really kind of difficult. I got them easy that time, right? Now we're on the boss quick before he does his ultimate. Ultimate was up in the front line. That's great. That saved us quite a bit. Now we're getting some heals off. Watch this. Look at the health bar right now. Look at it. Boom, boom. Usha, did you just see what Usha did with that one ultimate? Took like, I don't know, 60% of its HP. Done and done. First time I've ever beaten this one. And this one is absolutely hard. They should kind of tone this one down. I've tried a lot of different comps. And my Dritz is also 3 ascended, as you can see there. I've tried so many comps to beat this with rares, epics, no legendaries, because I don't have any of those legendary supports. There's no real good rares, healers. There's no real good epic healers. The ones that I'm using right now are basically it. And that epic healer isn't even great. Now, here's all the stats I've got, in case you want to recreate this. Here's all the alliance stats I have. There's the food I was eating. Then, of course, I've got Witch's Remains, which is so important. The best legendary artifact you should pick up once you get a duplicate legendary. Here, I'm taking some of the damage from my heroes onto Megan. Megan's doing pretty good with her heals. I don't know. Estella, she is scrolled. I'm not a big fan of Estella. She needs a heal on her battle skill. Then she's great. Then she's fantastic. An actual healer then. Over here, we just got crit rate gloves. Of course, we're getting 30% additional damage when we do our ultimate with the Platinum Knight set. And then we've got attack, and crit rate of, I think, 99%. Here's where we go with Dritz, right? We've got the 60% defense all around, defense substats, defense here, defense everywhere, which makes Guinevere, the Panther, insanely tanky. And then we've got that one set on him, the one artifact that when he drops low, he'll get a defense shield, an HP shield, which made Guinevere tank those 4. And those 3 on Guinevere with only Shaltar on Drizzt was amazing. And then we go into the next wave, same kind of setup. They're all folding onto Guinevere. And the only way to do this is to have everybody in a straight line. Absolute only way. Otherwise, Guinevere kind of gets summoned out to the side, and the AI will never target her as the tank. Maybe if there's nobody else around, and maybe one person will go to her, but to make it to where she really kind of tanks everybody, you have to put everyone in a straight line, and you have to play around with that straight line to make sure then that the enemies move in the right formation so you can take them out right away. If you do what I've done, you'll be able to do this. I don't think this is like the best play in the world, but I haven't been able to beat this. I've tried this a lot. I do believe it's overtuned only because Frost and Necrosis just don't have the support they need to be able to go through here and beat it. I think it's well overtuned for Frost and Necrosis, rare and epics. If you're talking about legendaries, I mean, that's a whole different story, right? Legendaries are different. So I did then put Drizzt into a stun set, ran through here, got to the boss many times, just as easy, wave 1, wave 2, with a lot of stuns in there. And I was just too lazy to record to beat the boss. You have to get a little lucky when you get to the boss because you have to take those 2 out quick before the boss goes ham and get everybody in the front. So the boss will then summon on your 3 tanky in the front, and then your back line can survive. But I thought this was pretty clever. I thought it was pretty fun. Come up with new ideas to use him. Let me know how you're using him and how you're enjoying him so far. If you can get 1 copy of him, do that. But other than that, do not spend your dice. It's just not worth it. Melee heroes in this game just aren't good. They can't survive unless you're doing the vortex or dungeons to where you're right there at the boss. Other content like this, they absolutely die. They go up near the tank, they take too much damage, and they fall over. It's far easier to do dungeons to where you have ranged DPS, and Drizzt is nowhere near as good as any of the legendary Frost ones that you can get, so please, take those 35 dice, go into those select banners to where you can select 3 different legendaries, plus you get that 25, at 25 summons, you get that 25 epic selector. And if it's in a selector pool that's got something like Furbath or Garius or one of those epics like Total Nan that you're missing, you are far better off. I promise you, you are far better off. Appreciate you all for watching. I will see you all on a video soon.